All right, Lowe's. As I mentioned earlier last week, I'm on a vacation up here in Ramstein again. Watch my baby girl playing the All-Star game for all Europe volleyball. So I'm going to kind of keep it short. I just got into the hotel and I still got to get the old lady back out to dinner, one of her favorite restaurants here in Landstuhl. So go make it quick. First and foremost, we'll jump on the Beast and the Bum. Beast, in a surprising turn of events, I'm going with YNJ this week. Kid finally woke up after everybody got in his ass a little bit and built a team, a good, strong roster that put up good points. There was a couple good, worthy candidates that put up more than him, but the fact that he bounced back from bum of the week to build something and actually take out a big competitor in Zeke. For that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and give him Beast of the Week. Bum of the week, it's going to go to my boy, Philly Boy Green. Told you I'd address it here, man. I'm sick of hearing you complain about everybody bitching at you for that trade. Fact of the matter is, the trade was bullshit. It's still bullshit. Karma is biting you in the ass, but Bajan will bounce back. You will get some points out of it, and there will be a fall off from the guys that BDZ's plugging in. But all the crying and fucking woe is me, I'm a victim, everybody's coming at me all fucking crazy and shit. Nah, man, for that, you got my bum of the week. But I'm pulling for you, man. I think you're going to bounce back. I think it's all going to work out for you in the end. But the trade was trash. It is what it is. Deal with it. Just own it and be fucking happy with what you got, man. You're still making a run down there in the closet, so let's go. All right, rolling into the matchups for the week. First one up, this is going to be one that changes the face of all standings and the league as we go, we get close to getting into the playoffs, and that's Duke Shabag versus Kamish Man Soup. The computer has it very lopsided in favor of Duke. He's got Saquon, James Cook, Rico Dowdle against Atlanta. Devontae Smith, that's a hell of a lineup with great matchups. And then Kamish, Dak Prescott against the Raiders. You know he's going to eat on them, man. That sorry ass secondary. But Chuba Hubbard, so you're bouncing him up against Rico Dowdle, which is tough. I think you touched on that a little bit in your pod last night. Christian McCaffrey, B Rob. Yeah, I think you're right. This might be the week you hit a little bit of a lull, but I think it's going to be short lived. I think I got you next week, and all my big ticket guys are going to be on bye. Week 12 was a week I was looking at as a wash for me anyway. So this week I'm giving it to Duke, but I don't think you're going to be down too long, Kamish. Speaking of Kamish, big shout out to Kamish and Zeke for hitting me up on Saturday during the All European tournament last week for my daughter, just to see how she was doing and show some love. I appreciate the hell out of y'all for that. You got no idea. It means a lot that y'all took the time. I know y'all were traveling to your game and just shooting the shit, but I appreciate it. It meant a lot to me. So thank y'all. All right, next matchup Zeke versus Amber. Get your ass in the car. That's D's Bucks. I see the photo. The fuck, man? Why y'all changing your shit up all the time? But all right, let's look at it. Computer's got it heavily favored for Amber. Get your ass in the car. Um, Patrick Mahomes, I think for you, Zeke, I think he's still going to play well. He always does against us, but I don't think 27 points might be high in my opinion. I'm hoping the defense stays on his ass, even though we got a shit ton of injuries. Lost our middle linebacker to testicular cancer this week, plus a couple other key factors. So we'll see what happens, but I don't think he gets 27. Everybody else, though, I like it. I hate you got to go with two wide receivers on the same offense. And they're going up against Seattle's defense. That's tough for you. So we'll see how it works out. And then Eagles got a high-powered Detroit offense. For D's Bucks, Aaron Rodgers versus Cincinnati. Fuck, man. Anybody going against Cincinnati is going to do well. Achan's been on a fucking roll. Genty might eat against Dallas. That rush defense is trash. Lab McConkey, Rasheed Rice, and Jalen Waddle. Yeah, it's heavily favored for D's Bucks, and I gotta say, I can't vote against that. I think he's going to get it this week, and Zeke's going to continue his slide down into what looks like last place. Man, I hate to see it. All right, next up, Chubb Hunter and Red Balls. Damn, heavily favored for Red Balls. Chubb, let's see who you got going. Jared Goff, he's a weekly winner last week. He should have another big week against Philly. Derrick Henry not doing his thing. Keenshawn, DK. I'm kind of shocked by this. Like, your lineup's actually pretty good. And then over here, red balls, J.J. McCarthy, Chase Brown, Jordan Mason, Kenneth Walker. Damn. All right, so what am I missing? Yeah, I'm going to go against the computer on this one. I'm going to call the upset and go with Chubb Hunter. I think he pulls this one out. I don't like the matchups or the fact that you're starting a bunch of handcuffs at running back, red balls. Like, that's tough. But to be fair, you wide receivers could easily carry you between Jamar Chase and Drake London. Either way, I'm going to stick to it. Gut says Chubb Hunter's going to pull out the win in a big upset victory. All right, next up, Philly Boy Green and Candy Shop. Damn, I hate picking against Candy Shop because his shit is just crazy. Every week, up and down, up and down. I don't know what to do with it. But let's take a look. So Matt Stafford, Bijan, Kyron Williams against Seattle, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Debo, Steelers, yep. Yeah, Steelers defense against Cincinnati is a good thing, maybe. But boy, Drake May is balling out of control. Aaron Jones, A.J. Brown. Damn, that's tough. Unless they take all this bitching and complaining. Once he starts complaining so loud, they really start feeding him the ball, and he does okay. This one's a tough one to call, too. But you know what? Matt Stafford's going to have to throw to keep up with Seattle. Bijan's going to get a little bit back on Carolina. All right, I'm going to stick with the computer on this one. I'm going to give it to you, Philly Boy Green, but I do think it's going to be close. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Candy Shop comes out and wins by 10 to 15 points, though. Some of these matchups and not sleeper players, but if they do what they're supposed to do, puts him in a good spot. So, yeah, tough call, but I'm going to go Philly Boy Green. See what happens, man. Good luck to you. All right, next up, Cannoli and YNJ. Let's see, did YNJ even set a lineup? Oh, shit. He's on his shit now. Decent little lineup. Little roster looks good. Ish. Nah, I don't like the wide receiver core. Other than Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like that. But let's see. Josh Allen, Trevion. Oh, yeah. No, that's easy. I'm going with Cannoli on this one. Running back core is good. I think Sutton's going to have a decent game. Josh Allen's due to do something, man. After last week, I don't see that happening 2 weeks in a row. And Trevion Henderson showed exactly why he should have been starting a long-ass time ago. My personal opinion. I've been asking all my buddies that are Patriots fans, like, what the fuck's going on? They said some shit at practice, like a little bit of hesitation by coach. He just don't like him on a personal level, it seemed like. But out of circumstance, they had to start him last week, and he showed why the hell he was so good at Ohio State and why they should be using him. So for that reason, yeah, I'm going with Cannoli. I think you get the win on this one. All right, final matchup. You got me and the Island of Misfit Toys, BDZ. It's giving me a slight edge on him. I've already looked at this one pretty in depth. I like my chances on this one. I think RJ Harvey's going to be, oh, see, now they're already projecting him way more because it looks like JK might be out this week. But I am struggling with my wide receiver or pass catching situation. I may very well make some last minute changes. Either way, I'm comfortable with any of them, but I got too many starters out there, and it's a matter of trying to get my lineups as close to 100% as possible. So, yeah, the way it looks, I like my matchups. I like my personnel, even though BDZ's is pretty good too. I'm going with me on this one, and I think I pull out the victory. Not going to take the time to go where I was right and where I was wrong last week. I was definitely wrong more than I was right for sure. Picks are still up over 500 on the season, but that ain't nothing to brag about. I was really hoping to be a 600-700% type pick. But this shit's tough as hell, especially when you got folks that don't set their fucking lineup. Commission's being nice to you, YNJ. If it were me, yes, would have been gone. You take half the season off setting your lineup. I know nobody knows what's going on in your personal life. Maybe there's some stuff that prevented it, but yeah, man, you setting us up. And unfortunately, Zeke ate shit on that one last week, which really sucks for him because he could have used the win and you didn't deserve your win. So either way, another good week coming up. Best of luck to everybody. We'll see y'all next week.